Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be discussing with you how I rename all my images in Lightroom before saving them or backing them up or sharing them with my client. So let's say for instance after taking all my pictures at a wedding, they come with the usual file name PDY with the number sequence. So when I get back I have all my files PDY, maybe 001, 003, whatever it is. But each client has its own unique name. So in case I want to reference those images, it will be far easier for me to just say, let's say John and Joanna, or maybe Kofi and Amma, or whatever it is, attached to the image. So I'm going to show you how I rename all those 1,000 images, 2,000 images in Lightroom in just a matter of maybe 3 or 5 seconds. So just stay tuned, and in the next few minutes you'll also be able to do that on your own. So we are here in Lightroom, and then so these are the images. As you can see, I always shoot RAW and JPEG, and so if I want to rename all these files, first of all you must make sure that you are in the library mode. So be in the library mode. If you are not in the library mode, it's not going to work. So make sure you are in the library mode. So if I'm in the library mode right now and I want to just import all of these images. Now first what I do is I used to keep the JPEG separate from the RAW, and then I rename them individually. But I have noticed that I was actually wasting time. I could have just done that before separating the RAW from JPEG. So what I'm teaching you is the shorter version I have discovered. You can also apply that. So I'll just go into Lightroom. This is Lightroom, and make sure I'm in the library model. Let me click this so that I can see that. And then when I go to my folder, I'll just drag the whole folder into this. So in this case, it's the pre-wedding folder, and then I'll just drag it into the Lightroom software. And as you can see, it will just load all the images together. And then if it hasn't loaded all the images together, you can just click check all to load all the images. And here it will be loading the RAW. The JPEGs are, let's say, attributed or attached in the form way to the RAW. So if you rename the RAW, whilst they're in the same folder, it's going to rename the JPEGs as well to match it. So that's it. Just take note of that. And the same way, if you are rating the images like I've shown in the video, I'll link in the cards or below how to sort your images, your RAW images faster before working with it in Lightroom. That's the topic, I guess. I'll share the link in the description below. You can also just start your images. Once you start the RAW and the JPEG is still in the same folder, it will affect the JPEG as well, instead of just separating both of them. So now we have all of this here. Just click on import. So once I click on import, you can see the progress bar here. It is importing all the images from the session. So these are all the images. Probably I've not deleted the bad ones from it. So I'm just renaming them so that when I back up, I can easily reference these images. So it's still loading over here, depending on the speed of your computer and then the size of your files, the number of images you have in there. It may take some time, so just take note. But the good thing is when it comes to the renaming itself, it's just a matter of seconds and then you are done. Maybe at most 5 seconds or something. I don't really know. I want to rename all the files, so Control A to select all the files. So as you can see, all of them are selected. Control A to select all the files. Then by F2, or you can add the FN key. So function F2 to pop up this dialog box. You can see we have selected 699 photos and want to rename them. So once you want to rename them, you go here, make sure you've selected custom name and then a sequence. So what this basically does is you can choose your own name, maybe John and Joanna, and then the sequence, you set the starting number, maybe 1, so it will start from 1 to the last number, you get it. And maybe you can choose custom name and then the original file number. So maybe you can just choose Kofi and Amma, or John and Joanna, and then allow the old image numbers to be there. So maybe in case you've already shared some images before watching this video, you can just maintain the same image numbers, just that in my case the PDY will be gone, and then I'll have the couple's name attached to the file with the file number. But in this case, I've not already shared the files. I'm now saving them, so I can just straight ahead go with numbering sequentially, so custom name and then the sequence. So let's select that, and then the couple are Nicholas and Immaculate, so I'm just going to shorten that for easy reference. So NIC and Immaculate, maybe let me make it IMM or something like that. So IMM, NIC and IM. It will be easier for me to just reference that and see all the name ahead. So leave here the starting number maybe at 1. So if you have a lot of images and you've already numbered maybe 1 to 500 already, and you want to continue with the rest, you just change this place to 501 and then to continue like that. I hope you are getting me. Okay, so in this case there are no other images, so just keep it at 1. So you can see the example here, Nick and IMM. So the image number and then the file extension, which is NEF, Nikon files, so NEF. And then click on the OK and just watch. In just a matter of, let's say, at most 5-6 seconds, we are done renaming all of these files. Now all of these files are renamed. And we can just go delete this. So whilst all are selected, just click on the delete button. If you select delete from disk, you are going to delete the original images on your hard drive too. You don't want to be doing that. So what you have to do is just click on the remove and then remove the images from there. Depending on how your workflow is, you can just leave the files there, maybe later rate them or something else. But I will be rating the images in another software. So I just want to remove everything from Lightroom. For every single wedding, I create its own catalog. So Nicholas and Immaculate, they have their own catalog. Maybe John and Joanna, whatever it is, they all have their own catalogs. I do this because when there are situations where I've lost catalogs due to crashes or whatever it may be. So depending on the wedding, I just create a catalog for it and then edit all their files there. In this way too, when I'm copying the catalog to somebody to help me edit or maybe do something else, I can just go ahead, copy that catalog straight. So I also advise that you also do same for your files and then create new catalogs for each wedding or something. Maybe if it's a portrait session, you can just maybe name it monthly or something, so that if you lose that of February, you don't lose everything from January and all this stuff as well. Please, if you found this video useful and you've learned something, 1 or 2 things from here, or maybe you already know this already and you have a better way of doing this, kindly leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. Please leave a like on this video. And if you are new here, yes, I do videos like this. I also teach Lightroom, how I edit my pictures, how I edit in Photoshop and all those stuff. So you can also consider subscribing. Please actually subscribe to my channel for me. It means a lot to me. And hopefully in the future, we would have more interactions. So till then, see you in the next one.